Hey everyone, it is Talk Cubing, and today we have our 1 year anniversary of being on YouTube and an end of the year of 2016 cube collection. So let's get into it. So I'm just going to go through my cubes and we'll look at them, I'll give a little bit of information and go on to the next cube. So here we go. So this is my Games 356 SV2. It turns pretty well, as you can see here. It is a little bit uncontrollable, but it's kind of fun to just mess around with. Sticker shapes are a little bit weird, but overall it is a good cube. Here is my Bowschwang GT. It is a 5x5 and the sticker shades are really nice. Turns very well and I love this cube. Here I have my X cube. This cube is pretty neat. Shapeshifts and I really like this cube also. It is really neat. Here's my 3x3x5 made by Kelvin's Puzzle, and this one turns pretty neat. It's very fast. Sometimes it does. I've heard that it pops, but I haven't run into that problem yet. Here's my Meffert's Gear Shift. And this cube is really cool. It's kind of mind-boggling, and this is a really neat cube to have. Here's my Mirror Cube. As you can see, it's a gold version, and it turns pretty well. It does lock up a little bit, but it's neat. This one's made by Rubik's brand. It's not really much of a cube. It's more of a game, and you can tap the colors, try to go as fast as you can. So here's the big version of it, also made by Rubik's, as you can see here. The texture's kind of neat, and you press the buttons to try to go as fast as you can and complete everything. Now here I have my Kelvin's Puzzle Square 1 and my Chi Square 1, and they both turn pretty well. This one pops less than my Kelvin's Puzzle, it seems like, and the caps don't come off. So yes, I like this one better, but they are both really nice. Here's my Scube, and this cube also turns very nice. It's very fast and has ball bearings inside, and I really enjoy this cube. Here's my windmill cube that I got at a competition. I really think this is neat. It seems kind of cheaply made, but it is really neat. So if you see this at a competition that someone's selling, definitely go and buy it. Here is one of my Moyu Waypos. It turns very well. It's very controllable, and I have the blue version. So this is a great cube to buy. It barely ever pops, and definitely go and buy this if you don't have one of these cubes already. This one does lock up a little bit, but overall, it is a great 4x4 to use if you don't have a 4x4 or you need a 4x4. It's not too expensive. It's on the cheaper side. And yeah, so go and buy it. Here we have the Cheese Storm. This one turns pretty well also. I feel like it locks up a lot less than the other one that I have. So this does lock up less, and I would recommend this cube for anyone who needs one. So right here we have my Waylon GTS, and I think that this one is great. I love the clicky feel to it and the sandy feel. I think this is a great cube to buy if you don't have a good 3x3 yet. And yeah, here I have my Meffert's Ghost Cube, and this is also a cube that is worth its while for buying. And basically it's kind of like a 3x3. You know, you can turn it, you see these kind of match up, and this will turn too. And it is neat. So go out and maybe find one if you don't have one already. This is the Meffert's Cube Extreme. It turns fairly well. I may have not got a good one because mine doesn't turn too well, but it also has ball bearings, and it's kind of like a cube, just you have to match up these two, which as you can see I don't have matched up right now. This is my floppy cube. This one's really neat, especially since you can kind of turn it out of order with all the other ones. It is pretty easy to solve, but it's definitely kind of a neat puzzle collection piece. Here's my V-Cube 4x4. This one's pretty neat also, and turns pretty well. I mean, it does lock up a lot, but it looks cool with the bumpy texture, and if you want to buy it, you can go out and get it. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can if you would like. Here I have my Moyu Link-Po. This one turns pretty well. I have used this in a competition before, and it does lock up a little bit, but it is really fast. It's fairly controllable. I might move to my Waypo though. This is a Playman Aliens, or I guess probably Shingshao Megaminx. I haven't really used a Shingshao Megaminx, but I have a feeling it's the same. So this one locks up a lot, but as my first Megaminx, it wasn't that bad because I couldn't really notice. But yeah, I like this cube. So yeah. Here's again that dollar store cube, which if you haven't already seen that deconstruction video, you can go check that out. It's pretty bad. The stickers are pretty bad, but it's another cube to add to my collection, so I'm keeping it. And here's my Rubik's 3x3. Honestly, not that bad, and I partly enjoy it. Of course, many other good cubes are better, but if you're just new to cubing, you want to try it, and you think Rubik's is the good way to go, so be it. You can get a Rubik's. Here, I believe my Moyu Pyraminx. It turns very well. It's very smooth, and the tips turn pretty well also. They click, and you can corner cut it pretty well. So I would recommend this cube to anyone who wants Pyraminx. Now here's my other Megaminx, and this is definitely awesome. It is a Yoo-hoo. It turns fairly well. It is kind of uncontrollable from my knowledge, but it's better than my Xingqiao, so I like this cube. Now here again is my broken Rubik's 2x2, and you've probably already seen this before. It kind of just broke a piece inside of here, so this one's kind of toast. Now here I have one of my snakes, really cheap version, and probably break really easily. The tiles can come off. Here's my Rubik's brand snake, so it's a lot better, a lot more high quality material, and I love this one a lot better than the other one. Here's one of my little keychain 3x3s, so this is pretty neat. Here's another cheap little 3x3, so I guess it's from the dollar store. It's not that bad. It's really bad to turn, probably because I haven't used it yet, but it's another little piece to add to your collection if you would like. Here I have my Cubicle 1x1 from the cubicle.us, so definitely go ahead and get this because it is kind of a neat thing to do, especially if you have 2x2, 3x3, and so on. It's a nice thing to have a 1x1 in that collection. Here I have a Master Morphix, and this cube turns pretty well also. It can shapeshift, and definitely recommend going out and getting this if you actually want to solve it. Also a nice collection piece. Here's my V-Cube 7x7, my first 7x7, which I got last year as a present. And this present turns pretty well. And as a 7x7, it's not that bad. It has popped on me a few times, but it's worth it because it hasn't really popped that many times. Here I have my 2x2 Megaminx. This one turns pretty well. It's my only 2x2 Megaminx, and I really think this one's neat. I haven't really used it too much before, but hopefully I can try to learn this and then try to learn Megaminx so I can get pretty good at that. So here's my Rubik's Void 3x3, and as you can see, there's no core. So this one turns pretty well. It turns really well if you're just doing a flick like that. If you're actually trying to turn it as a cube, it locks up, so you have to have it exactly lined up. Sometimes even if you have it exactly lined up, it doesn't work. But anyway, probably don't buy this, but you can buy it if you just want to have it sitting on your desk. Now here I have my Xingqiao 7x7, which I usually keep in a box. And this cube turns very well. It's very smooth. The pieces look like that, I guess. And definitely go and buy this. You can get it off eBay, but who knows, someone could scam. I got this one off of eBay. It was pretty cheap from a Chinese manufacturer, but it turns very well. And it also comes with a pair of stickers. So definitely go out and get this. It is really awesome, and probably one of my favorite 7x7s that I've tried so far. Now here's what I like to call the Pancake Cube. It has 9 layers, also a 3x3. So you can turn it like a 3x3 for the most part, but you can also turn these little layers, which makes for a pretty challenging puzzle if you are willing to scramble it. Now here I have a gear ball. As you can see, it kind of, if you turn this one once, this one will turn basically half turn. And it doesn't always line up, so it is a pretty challenging puzzle to solve. I've actually found it fairly easy. Some other people think it's more challenging. This is a really neat cube, and even though it's a ball, and go and buy it. It's pretty neat. Here I have my Cubix tube, which I haven't really used too much before. I think it's kind of like a maze. You could turn it and try to get this out, I guess. Here's another Rubik's brand 2x2 that I have, and I think it's pretty neat. So this cube is a really big cube. Actually, no, this is a really tiny cube. And this cube actually turns pretty well. It does pop, and I haven't used it for a while. But overall, it's a cube that is worth it to buy. You can buy this at some certain puzzle stores, I guess. And I guess it says World's Smallest Rubik's Cube. And yeah, so go and buy this, add it to your collection. You can use it if you'd like, and it's a good cube to buy. Here I have a Meffert's Venus pillow. Turns pretty nice, actually. So you can see the layers kind of are weird, and definitely go and buy this. It's a pretty neat cube. This cube is pretty neat. It's another Meffert's cube. I haven't scrambled it yet, and I think I got a bad model because mine turns really bad. Some people's turn really well. but it's definitely worth a challenge. Now here I have a Meffert's Mala cube. As you can see, you try to get all different colors on one side, and I have not done that yet, but it turns pretty well, honestly. You can hear the click, but it's definitely worth it if you would like to buy it or you've seen it at a store before. Here I have a egg cube. So this one shapeshifts pretty much, and it's pretty much just like a regular 3x3, just a little bit mixed up. You can't see all the colors, it's just white. So yeah, here I have a Play on Aliens Pyraminx. It could be a Shingshot also, but this one turns pretty bad. The caps come off really easily without much effort for the most part, and I would definitely not recommend buying this cube. Now here I have that Comet cube pretty much, and it just says like different things on it, like as you can see, smash, zap, bam, all that stuff. Here I have my big 3x3 that I got from a competition by this really nice guy, and it's a really neat cube. Go buy it. Pieces are really big and it's a neat challenge. So this is a 3x3x5 that I 3D printed. It's not that well built. I haven't really sanded it down yet. Some of the pieces don't exactly fit, but it kind of works. Turns-ish, shapeshifts still. I might need to sand this down a little bit more and get it to work better. But it is really neat. So if you have a 3D printer, try to 3D print this. Send me a link to your video if it works. Also, a video on this may be coming in the future if you'll request it. Okay, next, we have some pretty neat cubes. This one's signed by Blake Thompson. This one's signed by Jay McNeil. And this one is signed by Silo the King. These are all Guanlongs, by the way. And here I have a Rubik's 360. These can individually turn. These are the black things. And you try, I believe, to get all the different colors into these different sections. Now right here I have some disassembled puzzles. One of these I believe is a Guanlong. And there's also some pieces like here that are 3D printed that I have not assembled yet. Now on to 3 new cubes that none of you have heard that I have bought yet. Right here I have an MF3. This cube turns actually fairly decent, a lot better than a Guanlong, and I'm surprised at how good the quality is. I've only used this one other time. So definitely go and check this cube out. Here I have a fairly dusty Wapo with customized stickers, and this is a Cubicle Premium cube also. This is also a teal version, so it is really neat. Fairly decently good turn quality, and definitely go check this out from thecubicle.us. It's definitely worth a try. Last but not least, for the end of this video, I would like to say a big thanks for this cube, and this cube is another Cubicle Premium cube, the GANS 356 Air, and I will make a review on this very soon if you all request it in the comment section down below. But this cube turns very well, as you can see here. And it's definitely worth a try to buy. Also, with Cubicle Premium cubes, you can get custom sticker shades. So instead of the stock stickers, you can get good stickers like this. So definitely go check this out. So that is it for this cube collection video. And thank you all for almost 150 subscribers and 1 year of YouTube. Thank you all for supporting me along the way, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'll see you all next year.